Hello everyone, I'm Jalisa, JJ Mutisa, Shesh Grand Reviews everybody, and now I want to give you my Bloodline Season 2 review. Now, Bloodline is a TV show that's on Netflix right now. I've seen the first season, I thought it was fantastic. Second season, I still think it's a great show. Well, why do people hate Bloodline Season 2? The score on Rotten Tomatoes is like a 44%. That is fucking atrocious. The reviewers are like saying, oh, it drags along, the characters are not as interesting. Here's the thing, everybody. They say it's a slow burn, which it is. Bloodline is a slow burn TV show. But for they say the second season starts off slow. The second season does not start off slow. Second season starts right after season one, like maybe like 2-3 months afterwards, or even a little bit before, a little bit after, maybe like another day. It just goes really quickly. Stuff happens immediately. And what I hate about what people rant about the show, that it's a slow burn. Who cares if it's a slow burn? Breaking Bad was a slow burn TV show, and it was fucking fantastic. We didn't get Heisenberg in the beginning of season one. We got the growth of Walter White to Heisenberg. With Bloodline, it's all about the Rayburn family and whether or not they will confess to the murder of their brother Danny Rayburn. And that is a spoiler, but season two, if you watch season one, you know what happens. Season two, it's all about this. And I just love the character John Rayburn. He is cool. He's slick. You could talk, if you're interviewing him, you believe his lies. This guy's a tremendously good liar. And you also see this aspect of him with his family, how he controls them, of how he needs to control them, because here's the thing. What happens after Danny dies? A lot of them are going messed up. Meg has left her job in Europe because she had to go back to the family and to help Kevin, and Kevin has become addicted to drugs. Kevin, the youngest brother, is an idiot. The drugs that they had back in season one that John told him to get rid of, he kept some so he could sell. His business got on the rack, his babies come along the way, and he's selling drugs and he's snorting cocaine. Idiot. During this time, also, members of Danny's past has come along. We find out Danny had a son at the end of season one. We get his story of how his relationship with his father was, how he's going to deal with the Rayburn family, what it affects him, and also how his mother is affected into it, and the mother's boyfriend, who was a friend of Danny's. Bank robbing days, let's just call it like that. And John is also dealing with the fact that Marco is on his case. His partner in crime is starting to figure out, like, maybe John killed his brother. And overall, this season was pretty fantastic right up to the end. It's short. Season 1 had 13 episodes. This season had 10 episodes. And overall, I wish I had a couple more episodes just to wrap up the season, because I don't know if there's going to be a future season of Bloodline, but I'm really hoping there is, because just so we could finish the series. And season 2 was pretty dang fantastic. I love John Rayburn's character. He owns up to his mistake. He's the only one of the family that takes responsibility for his actions. My favorite characters of this year is John Rayburn, played by the guy from Friday Night Lights. He's terrific. Yes, I miss Danny, but we do give him a flashback, so he's great as well. And we get more of Danny's character, and he makes it an even more tragic character, because we know a little bit more about Danny's past, especially with his son. Also, his son Nolan, I enjoy his character. He's not someone against the Rayburn family. He's like a lost soul. He doesn't know who he is that much. He doesn't have an identity of it with him. He knows that his father didn't want Nolan to know about his other side of the family, about his mother and his grandfather and then all that other stuff. He didn't want him to know about that stuff, but Nolan is the reincarnation of Danny. Nolan does feel like an outsider to the family, but he wants to be part of the family. He does want to be. He's a lost soul that's trying to find his way. And so in some cases, his mother's manipulative, though. And the person she's with, her boyfriend, he's an asshole, and he's a guy that's trying to get any kind out of life, no matter what, blackmail, whatever. He's that type of guy. But overall, this entire Bloodline Season 2 was pretty dang terrific. I just absolutely enjoyed this season. I enjoyed Season 1. I love the locations. I love the storytelling, how it's going. And I think Bloodline Season 2 is a great season of Bloodline. If I had to rank it, it's a 9 out of 10. It's not no 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, fucking come on. The critics have given this show too much harsh. I mean, this show is getting too much heat for its own good. I mean, Arrow's a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Arrow season 4 right now has a better score than Rotten Tomatoes, and everyone hates Arrow season 4 right now, which I don't hate. I think it's actually pretty good, but still, people just tend to hate shows. Oh, I'm not interested. It's such a slow burn. Breaking Bad was a slow burn, and it turned out to be one of the best shows of all time. There's so many slow burn TV shows that, here's the thing, it's a beginning of a journey, like Smallville. I loved Smallville because it was the beginning of Superman, of how he started off as a young guy, as a teenager. Yes, you're gonna have teen drama. Yes, you're gonna have the prom stuff. He's not gonna immediately fight superheroes like the Flash and Arrow, but he grows up into the Man of Steel. It's a coming of age story. Breaking Bad is a coming of age story of how Walter White will turn into Heisenberg, and Bloodline's all about John Rayburn or the Rayburn family, of whether or not their sins will come out to haunt them, or whether or not they will change, or whether or not about anything about the effects of life. And I love how this show just affects everything. How one moment could change everything, and then it's just like a circle of dominoes. It's just like a cycle of dominoes. This affects that, and next you know, murder happens, threats are made, people distance themselves from the others, families, they hate each other now. And it just leads up to great moments. I just love that about Bloodline, Breaking Bad, and Smallville. That's how it was. It was a straight up domino effect, and I love slow burn TV shows. Overall, I was satisfied with the finale. I wish there was 3 more episodes, but overall, pretty great for season. Season 1, I gave like a 9.4 out of 10. I love that season. Slow burn, but I overall enjoyed it. I thought it was fucking fantastic. The acting was phenomenal. Season 2, the acting's still fucking incredible. This ain't bad at fucking acting. This is, acting. This season of season 2 gets so much shit upon by the critics, and it's ridiculous. But season 2 is fantastic. Granted, this show could have been a 1-season show, and it left the question of whether this family would get caught, and it would have been one of the best 1-season TV shows of all time, right next to Firefly. Not by choice, but still. Season 2 of Bloodline, great freaking season. I don't hate it. I actually enjoy it. I love it. So yeah, season 2 of Bloodline, definitely check it out. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It's lower than the season 1, but overall, season 2, fantastic season. Can't wait for season 3. Hoping season 3, please come season 3. Please Netflix bring back. But yeah, Bloodline season 2. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe if you like. Disagree down the bottom. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Respect my opinion. Respect yours. Named Lee signing off. With everybody. Bye.